evening, everybody.
Welcome. Cheers, sir.
Cheers. It is a very warm day. Got my second favorite summer beer going on here. An old Hefeweizen. And we've got more Keyforge.
Always.
So, in news, it looks like we're holding firm with the July 10th date for mass mutations.
1 month, 3 days, 8 hours. Not that anyone's counting.
I know Tom and I are hoping to have at least a couple of displays a piece right away. I know that the card list is complete.
Nice.
There's a few different places you can find that up online. I think Arcana has it. I honestly haven't looked. I'm kind of excited about being surprised with this one. Normally I'm all over the spoilers, as we all know. We've seen these couple of mass mutation decks, but and the only things I know are there's no doorstep and there's no too much to protect. So hopefully we have some surprises in store. And the best surprise of all is no Brobnar.
Yay. After what we've been opening.
after what Tom's been through.
So over Brobnar.
But yeah, so we'll get into it. We'll do some sealed here and see what's going on. I also heard an interesting ruling today. I don't know if you've heard this, Tom, but apparently somebody ruled they're everywhere, the one that deals 2 damage to each flank creature and 1 damage to each creature not on a flank.
Yeah.
That if you kill the flank creature, it doesn't deal damage to the creature next to it. Because it moves. It doesn't make sense. We aren't playing that way.
Who ruled that?
Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know who ruled it. I'm not playing that way.
There's no official tournaments going on.
Apparently it was an old ruling from I don't know where, but if creatures have to be destroyed simultaneously and damage doesn't have to be dealt simultaneously, the rules don't matter. Let's just make them up.
Yeah.
That's one normally I can understand kind of where people are coming from. Tom's got Saurians, I've got Saurians. Everybody's got Saurians.
You got the combo.
Rebel Tamsin Rhino Mod.
Gallius Nation Archives Judge.
Yeah, I cannot wrap my head around that they're everywhere ruling. What's the Brobnar creature? Mog Hunter.
Mog Hunter.
So if you fight, that ruling would lead a person to believe that if you fight with Mog Hunter and you fight a creature on a flank, and you've destroyed that creature, you can deal 2 damage to the creature next to it because it's now on a flank.
Yeah, and just keep going. What if that one dies? What if that one dies? What if that one...
Well, it's just, it doesn't make sense.
It's chain reactive.
Yeah. Honestly, to me, it sounds like one of the rulings that we used to get from the Vault Tours, you know, like, this does this now. Ronnie doesn't steal 1, or doesn't steal 2 if your opponent only has 7.
Yeah.
Type stuff. So, I'm taking that one with a grain of salt. I just wanted to bring it up because I'm extremely confused, and most of the time I can understand the logic behind a lot of these things. That one I cannot wrap my head around. Oh, I got a blaster. I got a leader.
Nice.
I got my favorite Untamed card in the set. Good. And I'm thinking this weekend we will probably have a rules update in the rulebook for mass mutations. Hopefully they can answer some of my burning questions. Like,
why aren't you out now?
Yeah. Especially about the dual creatures. I know that a lot of people have Okay, this has the potential to be either really good or really bad. I'm just gonna say this is either really good or really bad. There's again, I'm not sure there's an in between in this deck.
This is I'm scared.
This deck has crabs. And I haven't decided if it's the good kind of crabs or the bad kind of crabs. It's got a lot of doubles, and I'm always a fan of decks with a lot of doubles in it.
This one has one triple.
Nice.
And it's I'm just gonna tell you. It's Jay Venda.
Oh. Jay's the Steel.
Yeah. But it's got to kill one creature. What? I mean,
Yeah.
but you don't have.
I don't have bad pennies to play.
No.
That's the one thing. That's my mortal Keyforge weakness is if my opponent has Vindas and I have a bad penny, they know that I'm playing the bad penny.
Hopefully I can just get all your guys down to 1 power and blow them up that way.
Yeah.
I don't know that that's going to happen.
I am liking the look of Star Alliance and Mass Mutations. I think that there's a lot of room for good stuff happening. I'm kind of excited about this set, but I'm also hesitant because I'm waiting to see what the Dead House is.
I'm kind of excited.
We started with Mars.
Yeah,
Mars was the Dead House.
I think Untamed's going to turn into the Dead House.
I think AoA was the most consistent set as far as houses. I've been trying to think of a set or of a house I didn't really want. Now there were house combinations I didn't want, but it wasn't.
I think AoA turned Mars into the most useless and the most powerful house.
I think Untamed on average probably had the lowest rolls in AoA.
Because Mars, to me, if it didn't have generosity in it, it was crap. Or a couple of the
Collector Worms. I was gonna say, come on now, Tom.
That's what I was trying to think of the name. If it didn't have a couple Collector
I've
Worms,
ruined your day with Collector Worms way too much for that to happen.
I rephrased what I was about to say. If it didn't have a couple Collector Worms, and generosity.
Yeah. There were bad Mars sets, but I don't think that the Mars in AoA rolled as low as Coda Mars did. Because there were Coda Mars sides where you were like, I just might be better off discarding all 12 Mars cards in this deck.
I always liked sealed Mars in AoA though.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't like sealed Coda Mars.
No.
So I guess you're right. So, because sealed Mars was always like, ooh, what I get.
Mm-hmm.
Coda Mars was just like, nope. Just don't want it.
Yeah. So in Coda for me it was Mars. I didn't like seeing a Mars house in Coda, even though most of my best Coda decks have Mars in it.
Although I had that deck before Generosity came out. I had a double Battle Fleet
Key Abduction.
I had a single Battle Fleet double Key Abduction deck.
Yeah.
With Library of the Damned. And if I could get that thing to roll, all I had to do was archive 6 cards, and it was game over.
Mm-hmm.
And I got that thing to roll a lot of times.
Yeah.
But if you could blow up my library, I had no other archive in that deck.
Right.
So if you had any artifact removal, I was just done. The deck was fun, but once you knew I was playing that one,
mm-hmm.
it was like, okay.
There were some, and are some pretty oppressive Battle Fleet Key Abduction decks out there. I just inherently don't play combo that much. So I think that was good, but I think that far and away it wasn't the norm.
I found that deck on accident.
Yeah.
It was just like, oh, that works with that. Oh, wait. Oh, wait. Oh.
I don't know. I think AoA, it might have been Untamed. Was the house that you just... There's good Untamed, but I just, half the time when I saw AoA when I opened or Untamed when I opened an AoA deck, I was like, I don't know.
Well, that's what happened with me with Coda AoA, or Coda AoA. Coda Untamed, I have decks that I'll never get rid of. I mean, It was just like Untamed my house. I don't even care how long Keyforge goes. I will always love Untamed.
Mm-hmm.
And then AoA came out, and I was like, ugh, this isn't even Untamed. This is like, what did they do? Now, there were some good there were some good... I just never pulled them.
Yeah.
Because I pulled some Hunting Witch decks that were just like, oh, and got some Fog Bank stuff, and got some other stuff, and it was just like, with the Hunting Witches, the Witch of the Eyes, you've played my stuff.
Well, and I think that was the thing, was, I think Coda spoiled us in a lot of ways. I think the complexity of the game has grown. I know that AoA's reception has been pretty universally bad.
Yeah.
I think we missed a lot of things in AoA. I think there were a lot of things in AoA and a lot of the ways that the game's played that have changed, that people are realizing now how good AoA is. I've got some AoA decks that are insane.
Yeah.
Provided you don't have a really, really super broken Coda Untamed Shadows deck.
Yeah. Well, I think people held on to Coda too long, so they didn't fully embrace AoA the way they did Coda, because Coda, they just were so invested into Coda, the Four Horsemen. They got into Four Horsemen.
Gosh, that was insane.
They didn't get into Abad the Grim the way they did the Four Horsemen.
All I wanted, Tom, was to pull a $1,500 Four Horsemen deck and sell it.
There you go.
You remember that?
Oh yeah.
I was just like, everybody was like, ooh, what if you pull Four Horsemen deck? And I'm like, it's going up.
Yeah.
I have no interest.
And I was pulling those and the Time Traveler decks and the Witches. I'm just like, okay, I'm pulling them, but they're not winning.
Yeah.
Tails.
Heads.
You get to go first. Yeah, to me it was weird because I'm like, I'm pulling this stuff, but why isn't it winning?
Yeah. Ooh. Ooh.
And don't get me wrong, I have Four Horsemen decks that will never leave my collection. I have Four Horsemen Time Traveler decks, I have Legacy Horsemen, I have all that stuff, because I love the Horsemen.
Oh yeah, that Legacy Horseman AoA deck is pretty cool.
And it's just, they'll never leave my stuff, but in the same time, it's like, what do you do?
So I feel bad not keeping this, but I can't keep this. First of all, because I have Song of the Wild. So, like, dropping the Murmuk, it's going to kill itself turn 1. Explo Rover's just a meh creature, and I've got 4 dinosaur dudes, but not a whole lot going on. So,
jeez.
Or 4 dinosaur cards, but not a whole lot going on.
Oh, wow.
You're like, crap.
I
guess all my Shadows Steel is bad. He has a Gargantodon.
I'm sitting 2/2/2.
And that was 4/2/1. A lot of times I would keep that, but I think there were enough cards in that hand that I want later in the game. I don't want Song of the Wild early game. I don't really want a Mustic Murmuk early game. Or a Gargantodon. When you're that far away from forging, I think that it's best to, like, if you've got something anti-steal, you can cut.
I'm just trying to decide
what you're doing.
I'm gonna mulligan as well. The 2/2/2s just aren't that impressive.
And it's well, and the problem is going second, you're giving up that card. Like going first, you're seeing the same number of cards. So it's kind of a wash. It's always risky to mulligan, obviously, but going second, that always hurts because you're like, well, what if I draw into a 2/2/1 and have 0 creatures? Or
it's hard for me. My thought process was, what if I draw 2 more of the same house I just played?
Mm-hmm. But then you're still playing 2 cards and reaping with 2 creatures if you drop 2 creatures. That
I didn't have 2 creatures.
But that's
one house I had 2 action cards. One house I had 1 creature, 1 action. One I had one creature, 1 artifact. So it's like, what do you do?
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm at 2/2/1.
Okay. Saurian. Trisarian Legionary that will ward himself.
Shadows. Pestering Blow.
Armor.
And Hawk. Draw 3.
We'll go with Star Alliance here. Science Officer Kincan. Arms Master Melina. We will play Lay of the Land. Look at the top 3. I think we'll do that. Draw a card. Science Officer Kincan. And I'm going to Light of the Archons this Kincan. That's my turn. Already, draw 4. Pass turn.
Untamed. Deepwood Druid. Rustnar. Regrowth. Discard Key Charge.
Okay. Untamed. Imprinted Murmuk. Imprinted Murmuk. I'm going to drop Ghost Hawk right here. Oh, I guess I can only reap with those, huh?
Yeah.
Reap.
Doesn't let you fight me.
Yeah.
I know you.
I was mathing in my head to fight.
I know you wanted to.
And to make the board even bigger, this Bramblelynx comes into play ready, and we'll kill the Deepwood Druid.
Skirmish prevents damage.
Yep. I will ready, check with 6, even though I only need 4 to forge, and draw 4.
Trisarian to ward there. Theo to capture 1. Scoot 'em. Imperialium. And I will draw 4.
Okay, I will forge for 4. So Starlance. Disruption field on Kincan. Reap with Kincan. He's going to get a disruption counter. Reap with Melina. Reap with Kincan. Discard Red Alert because I don't see that card doing much at the moment. Already. Check with 5. Draw 2. Imprinted Murmuk is kinda dumb.
Untamed.
I hate him when you play him. And right now I'm going,
Perilous Wild. Yeah, he's not very nice.
But fortunately for you, you had the absolute counter.
Reap. Draw 1.
Okay. Untamed. Ghost Hawk is going to fight into the Tricerian Legionary. Play Low Dawn.
What's Low Dawn?
Gets me a pip if there are 3 or more untamed creatures in your discard pile. Gain 2 Amber and shuffle each untamed creature into your deck.
Nice.
So there. And shuffling in 2 imprinted Murmuks and a Ghost Hawk seems like a pretty good play there.
Seems a little dirty. That's good though.
Give your second Perilous Wild a chance to come into play.
Well, I've got 4. No. Only 3.
Like how the Tricerian Legionaries are basically just staring at each other.
Yeah. They're like, come at me, bro.
Mine's mad.
Yours is mad.
And Bramblinks is gonna hit your legionary for 2 damage. I will draw 1 and check with 8.
Saurian. Primus.
Oh. No. No. Primus is bad.
Draco. Praco. Reap. Reap. Orator.
Exalt them both.
I'm gonna fight and kill here.
Taunt.
Oh. Fight and kill here.
Okay, hazardous 3 takes the ward. He'll take 2 damage total from the fight. And capture 1.
So the hazardous
Is before fight.
Okay. Reap. Not exalting. City-state interest. I'll draw 4.
Pretty good turn.
Thank you.
We'll go with Saurian. Gonna play Grimlockus Ducks. Thero Centurion. Trisarian Legionary. Wording Grimlockus. I'm gonna play Sorry about that.
What's that do?
Destroy a creature its controller gains 1. We'll go ahead and kill the Primus Ungus. And that's my turn. I'll draw 4.
Saurian. Golden Spiral. 4 Reaps.
Okay.
Not exalting. Draw 1.
Okay. Saurian. Reap. Reap. Regrettable Meteor. And we'll go ahead and take the take the ward off the Rustnar. Take 2. Check with 9. Draw 1. These 1-card turns are not ideal.
Yeah.
I was just glad you didn't follow that city-state up with like an ancient power or something like that.
Yeah, that would have been sweet.
Probably would have been game.
That would have made my heart happy.
That's such a broken combo.
Okay. Shadows. Hawk to destroy here for 2.
Yep.
Pestering Blow here. Avinda. I'll draw 3.
Okay, I will forge. Untamed.
Pardon me.
Musthik Murmuk, killing the Rustnar. I messed up. Play Ghost Hawk. Reap. Don't think I can reap. I don't know what to do here. I forgot what it was supposed to be.
If he's enraged, you can't. If I have a creature. If I didn't have a creature, you could.
Yeah.
But you can't fight either.
Right.
I do remember that because I did it with Ryan once.
Bramblelinks is going to hit the Avenda. And then I'm going to Cauldron Boil so that it dies. Actually, no, back that up. He'll live. I'm going to reach there. And Cauldron Boil is absorbed by armor. And Arms Master takes one. That's my turn. Check with 7.
You win. Got that at effing week late.
That's a Rex Golden Spiral deck?
Yeah.
With no Amber control and shadows?
0 Amber control. And
well, you didn't have any shadows cards.
There's J Venda again. There's J Venda again. Hidden Stash. Oblet.
No TMTP? No.
No. Pestering Blow.
Oh double. Gosh, that's one of the worst Shadows sides I think I've ever seen.
For sure.
It's got Primus and Cincinnatus Rex.
Yeah.
With city-state interest.
Yeah. It was.
And double Scudum.
Double Scudum. The Orator. It was just like, I could have done so many things, but I couldn't get the Rex.
Wanted that. Really wanted that. Jericho, Auto Legionary, Phalanx Strike. This deck's pretty good.
Nice. Oofta.
Part of the reason I mulliganed was to see if I could get Jericho. I have a lot of Jericho decks.
Nice.
I don't know if Jericho's the most common leader, but
she seems to be.
At least in our pool, we have a lot of Jerichos. I haven't seen I think I've seen one Eldest Bear.
I've only pulled 3 Jerichos. I've probably pulled 3 Eldest Bears too, but not good Eldest Bear.
Yeah.
The Eldest Bear decks are like, oof.
I think I have one Brobnar leader. He gives them skirmish.
Oh yeah. That's how few. I think I've pulled 1. That's how few.
I don't even remember what Eldest Bear does.
Nice.
The Shadows guy.
Shadows.
I just don't remember.
Shadows the steel guy. I pulled like 1 or 2 of them.
I'm not sure I've pulled any of the disc guy. Maybe one. Looking back on stream,
I
there
pulled
might be
2
one.
or 3 of him, but not very good decks. That's the problem.
No.
The few that I have pulled. You ready for one?
Yeah.
The few that I have pulled have been bad decks.
Yeah.
It's crazy how that works. I had one Jericho deck. I just didn't like the flow of it, and I ended up selling it. I got like $150 for it. I was pretty happy with the price.
So, just so everybody that's watching knows, we made a purchase.
I got a few.
Now I know what you're thinking. That is more AoA than one person could ever want in an entire lifetime.
Not true.
I know what you're thinking. But
we got to change it up.
It was a good deal. And honestly, I was thinking about the sets, and I was talking with Tom about it, and as I was alluding to earlier, I really liked AoA Sealed. I really liked AoA Sealed for a very specific reason. It was that I could look at a deck list and be like, okay. I mean, there's bad AoA decks.
Yeah.
But there's bad Coda and Worlds Collide decks. But
there's bad in anything.
Yeah, there's bad in anything. I just think that AoA was the best consistent set as far as Sealed goes. So what we're going to do and we haven't decided yet, and we are accepting feedback on this, because we will talk about it later.
Coda. That's funny.
Is we're thinking of either doing a survival tournament with these, which would be kind of fun.
That would be hilarious.
So how that would work is we both open up a deck. Whoever won, their deck would keep going, and the next person would open up another deck until they beat that deck.
That'd be kind of fun, I think.
Would be kind of fun. That, or we do a sealed adaptive
Which would be...
tournament with 2 boxes.
I think so. Speaking of which, do you want to do just a sealed AoA? We'll open one of mine right now.
Well,
let's do open mine right now.
Yep. Okay.
We'll just do one. We got. That was a pretty fast game.
That was a pretty fast game.
We'll just... Or you want to open one of each?
Oh, no. We'll do yours. I got ahead of myself. I get excited. There's Keyforge decks in front of me.
I know that was off camera, but...
Do they smell good, Tom?
Smell like my armpit. I think I was too close to my armpit.
Love how they feel when they first come out of the box.
It's so shiny. I'll open my Keyforge out.
Now, world, get prepared for the first quad Genka deck.
Ooh.
It's going to be quadruple Martian Generosity.
This one's
quadruple Key
This
Abduction.
one's only double.
Okay. Look at that house spread and tell me you're disappointed already.
That's not bad.
I
The
know,
Sanctum's
right?
Good. Ooh, Shadow Sanctum Dis. Mine's already better.
Okay, that looks pretty entertaining. I don't know if it'll do anything, but it's pretty entertaining.
I didn't look. I just scanned. Okay, back to Twitch.
I will say this.
I miss this. I so miss this.
The art?
The old cigarette wrapper.
Oh, yeah. No. This, yeah.
I hope they go back to that. We're just going to play them bare bones, or you want to sleeve them?
You want to sleeve them?
Yeah.
This one, I'll be honest. This is an Epic Quest deck with 0 knights.
So you want to not sleeve
it has 1 knight. So it's up to you, because they're your decks.
And then Nanovich, the Miner of Justice.
That is the one thing that Worlds Collide got better, in my opinion, was the names. KK Beater of the Distant Battlefield. Sleeve?
I got a couple cards here I don't know that I've ever played.
Cool.
Guard Disguise?
Oh, Guard Disguise is awesome.
I've never...
Especially against a Sanctum deck.
I have never played that.
Guard Disguise is the Purge the Sanctum card one, right?
No. Sacrifice Guard Disguise. If your opponent has
steal.
3
That's
amber
the
or
steal
fewer,
one.
steal 3.
I've won a few games against you with that in our sealed stuff.
I think I have to sleeve this. Oh.
That's scary.
There's... Okay, so there's... This part I don't like.
The 0 amber control in AoA part, you mean?
No. There's that, but no, there's I'm gonna show this to the camera before I show it to Clay. This is what he needed in his Epic Quest deck. Epic Quest is destroy.
Is the archive each friendly night creature in play?
No, I'm thinking the one where you blow up artifacts.
Oh, Oath of Poverty. Oh.
This is the worst part. Choose a creature for the remainder of the turn. The chosen creature cannot be dealt damage. I'm getting a lot of free fighting on this one.
The Brobnar in this is good. The Sanctum in it is mediocre. and I don't think that the Dis is terrible. Although I would say that I'm least impressed with the Dis. Although I do think that the Yerks were supremely underrated. I think the Yerks were amazing. Yerk, Old Yerk, and Ancient Yerk, right? Is that?
Yeah.
That was the three of them. I really liked Yerk. Old Yerk was situational, and Ancient Yerk can be really good depending on your hand. But the problem with Old and Ancient Yerk is you kind of have to craft your hand around them.
Yeah.
Like, wait for the bad stuff. I think Cull the Weak and Banish were both amazingly good cards that didn't get enough credit.
I loved Cull the Weak.
I remember when the set spoilers were coming out and everybody was thinking Binding Irons was like the worst thing that was ever going to happen.
No.
Wait, you can give somebody chains? Man, it wasn't that great.
Not except for in I did like Binding Irons when you were playing adaptive. So you bid 7 chains and I dropped 6 on you.
Well, we did that with that adaptive.
Yeah. It's like, okay, you've got 13 chains now.
Flamewake Shaman is a card that I maintain is proof that in Keyforge design, there has definitely been some form over function decisions.
And what card?
Flamewake Shaman.
Yeah.
Because Flamewake Shaman should be a giant. Let's be honest here.
Yeah.
Flamewake Shaman should be a giant because Bramo is better in basically every way, shape, and form. And is a giant that interacts with Drummerknot.
Giant, but not a giant.
Mm-hmm. Pound, also a very underrated good card. Especially when you're playing against somebody who has a mother in their deck.
Pound versus Punch.
I think Punch was the more powerful card. I liked Pound better for Brobnar. Thematically, I thought it was better. I think First Blood is evidence of it. Just not a great card.
First Blood was somebody that was a big Rambo fan that just had to get some.
And I think that's some of what's going on with some of these cards. I'm excited. I'll be honest. Like I don't think that there's, this is definitely not up there with my good AoA decks.
Yeah.
But I also don't have to worry about you getting 3 dinosaurs on the board.
Yeah.
Or just playing 18 Star Alliance cards all at once.
Or running Logo Star Alliance with your Saurian all together.
Or calling Untamed and being like, I have 9 Amber. It's my first turn and I played 1 card. Go.
Yeah. So if you guys are watching, I know some people are here, some people aren't. If you are watching, let us know what you think about the survival versus the adaptive.
And you can also tweet at us. I'm a big Twitterer anymore. I'm a big twit.
I will not comment.
You can either hit us at Prime Cut Games 1 or my personal Twitter handle is Libraxus, Libraxxus. I am on there for a lot of Keyforge reasons. I like talking about Keyforge, following a bunch of Keyforge people reading it. It's pretty good. So, or you can just throw up in the main Keyforge group. Just tag Tom.
And I'm gonna start being more active. I've had a busy spring.
Mm-hmm.
But my garden's in. My grass is 12 inches tall in my pastures, and I'm rolling. So my summer's gonna slow down here for me. So I'm gonna start being more active with my hobbies.
The very first week in June. Tom's already got cucumber buds on his cucumbers. The pickle guy is coming back, people.
I ate my first jalapeno this morning. Fresh off the vine, man.
Oh, man.
We got tomatoes. About that big. They're so tiny. I went to pick it and Sarah smacked me. She doesn't scare me when she smacks me. She scares me when she threatens me with guns because she knows where all my guns are. But she smacked me and I was like, really? Yeah, we got stuff popping everywhere. So yeah, so I'll be more active with hobbies, and especially with mass mutations coming out. I'm very excited.
Yep.
I'm also gonna not peek at the new cards. I'm gonna wait until boxes. I was so close to buying one of those $200 boxes. The only thing that kept me was the language barrier, because I'm like, even if I open it, I have to sit there and Google for 6 months trying to figure out one deck.
Well, and I just you could proxy and stuff, but I kind of like the waiting. I like the,
because even at 200, retail's probably 120.
Yep.
So you're not paying that much. Tails, please.
Heads. Wow.
You're on a roll.
Yeah, apparently.
I'm just gonna drink. The communication barrier for me. I can barely read English, so reading all that is just too much.
Well, we spent all our money on AoA anyway.
Correct.
Yeah. Oof. Ugh. Ouch. Owie. Oh. E-I-O. No. You don't keep a hand with a board wipe. Like, not first turn. Not Coward's End. I realize that you run supremely on cowards on your side of the board, Tom. That all your guys are cowards.
Lots of cowards here. I just realized that. There's 2 cards in this deck I've never played with in my career.
So,
all my years.
What are your thoughts, Tom? November set.
November set?
November. We're gonna start early, people. We're getting moving right now. November set.
I hope it comes out in November. I'm thinking it'll probably be December, January.
Do you think that Mars or Brobnar will be back?
No, not this quick. Dust Imp. I do not think they'll be back this quick.
Okay. You think we'll get another new house?
I do not.
Okay.
I think... yes. I do think we'll get a new house. I think we'll get a new house. 2 new houses. But I don't think we'll get the old houses back. Because we just got Sanctum and Mars.
Yeah.
Or Sanctum and...
Well, Saurian was new.
We got Sanctum back.
Yeah.
In Mass Mutations. We didn't get Mars back.
No. Brobnar's out, Sanctum's in. That's the only change.
That's the swap. Okay, I'm trying to think. My brain's so been sun-fried. I'm trying to think. That was the swap out, was those 2 there.
Okay. Brobnar. Flamewake Shaman to deal 2. Pound here. Takes 2 armor damage, kills. So is at 4 power, 0 armor. I gain the pip for that. Sorry, this is like trigonometry going on over here. I'm gonna tremor nothing. Tremor your guy. But it's not gonna matter. Because I'm gonna Ganger Chieftain the Shaman into Shale. When you just had a bond out, I was going to Ganger the Dust Imp into a bond to finish him off. Then I remembered that Shale had taunt. That's my turn. I will ready up and draw 4. Remember to hit the button, not hit play though.
Nice. Shadows, steal 1, 2 damage to Chieftain. Umbra.
That was a lot of damage.
And Guard Disguise. Draw 3.
Okay. We're going to go with Dis. Start off with Binding Iron Steel.
Well, that thing rolled over to 24. I about had a little stroke there.
Gonna Gongoozle your Umbra just to flat kill it. Play Charette to capture your 1. Play Ancient Yerk to discard Epic Quest and Shield of Justice. And Dust Imp is gonna reap. I will ready up and draw 6. That's what I was talking about with the Yerks. I mean, the Epic Quest isn't going to do me any good in this deck, so...
No.
That's a pretty good trade.
Shadows. Ronnie. Life for a life. Sacrifice to kill here.
Okay.
Draw 1. Shed a chain.
Okay. We're going to back up. That was your pick. I'm at this, and you play Ronnie, and you steal 1. Okay?
Oh, it's a creature.
Nope, hold on. Charette was out. Happened.
I played this all wrong anyway.
So, what you're going to do is Ronnie's exhausted. Ronnie stole 1 from me, right? Because you ended the turn with 3. You're going to play Life for a Life. Gets you the pip. You're going to sacrifice Ronnie and kill my Dust Imp.
I'm not going to kill Ronnie. I just read this.
You can't sacrifice one of my creatures, dude. That's not the way it works.
It's not a friendly creature.
It's been errated.
Really?
Uh-huh.
I'll believe you if you say it. But
Yep.
it doesn't say a friendly creature.
Yeah. That's why they errated it, because you can only sacrifice your own creatures.
Okay. If you say it, I believe
Yeah.
you. And then sacrifice Guard Disguise.
Yep.
That's
And-
why I was just reading
yeah.
it, because it just it doesn't say friendly.
Kill my Dust Imp, sacrifice Guard Disguise, then you steal 3.
Okay. And then I already shed my chain and drew 1.
Yep.
Okay. I see what you're saying, but I was just
Yeah,
like,
no,
it doesn't say friendly.
Sacrifice in the rule book says it has to be yours.
Okay.
Otherwise, like, yeah, things got broken really fast.
I was like, I would just kill that.
Mm-hmm. Sanctum. Lion. Disambassador. Eye of Judgment.
What's Eye of Judgment do?
Action, purge a creature from a discard pile. Already, and draw 3.
I'm going to play Dis, Dust Imp, Tesmal, Poltergeist. Do you have a Ronnie in there?
Nope, I don't have shadows.
I'm going to get rid of your dust imp.
Okay.
And I will draw 3 and shed a chain.
Okay. Dis. Binding irons you.
Frickin' frackin'.
Lash. Dust imp. Charette swings at Tesmal. Yerk kills Tesmal.
Takes 8 damage.
And that's my turn. I will draw 3. And you forge.
Dis, I will reap.
Okay.
Gorm of Orm will destroy Lash. And unlock Gateway.
Okay, I gain 2 from my dust imp.
I gain 2 from mine. I'll only draw 1 because of my chains and shed to 3.
Okay. Brobnar. Discard Coward's End. Discard Into the Fray. Play Lollop. Play Flamewake Shaman to deal 2 damage to the Lollop. Draw 4.
Shadows, Swindle.
This isn't aggravating at all. I think I've made more amber than you, Tom.
You have. I will draw 1, shed to 2 chains.
Well, this game's pretty much over. Gorm, Haydross Wall, board and go.
Sanctum, Hallowed Shield, Prince Derek, Maruk the Marked. Draw 3, shed to 1 chain.
Brobnar. First Blood.
That's the one that does 3 damage?
2 for each friendly creature.
Ah.
For each friendly Brobnar creature.
What's the one that does 3 damage if you have 3 amber?
Garganti Scrapper.
Gotcha.
I get 4 damage. I'll put it all there so he takes 3. Then I'm gonna pound him. He captures 1 because his armor's gone. Lollop's gonna kill him and take 5. So I'm gonna Smith for 3 and reap. Check with 6. Draw 3.
Dis, Charette, draw 2 and shed my last chain.
Sanctum. Play 2 Take Hostages. Play Borden the Redeemed. I'm going to Gorm of Alm. No, I'm not. I don't care about your Hallowed Shield. I don't. This Borden's going to kill this Charette. He's 5 power because of Hadroth's Wall.
Good.
And it's your turn. I will draw 3.
I'll go Shadows. Knuckles, Umbra. Draw 4.
Okay. I'm going to call Dis. I will Cull the Weak your Umbra. Play Tenicus. Discard Misery Exploit. Play Not Finished with you. King or Chieftain. Charette. Flamewake Shaman. That's it. Doesn't matter because I'm going to draw 3 of them. He died because he lost the Hadroth's Wall. I will check with 7. Draw these 3. Shuffle and draw 1 more. At least I know you have a few dead cards in that shadow side. Knuckles Bolton. Never been a fan of the elusive skirmish thing. There's just not enough that rewards fighting.
No.
Like straight up fighting when there's no amber involved whatsoever.
No. Oh, sorry, kitty. No. There's... I mean, every once in a while it's good. Very seldom.
Yeah. Not for no reason is the problem. Like,
yeah.
If you're stopping your opponent from doing something or changing the game state, then yeah, but...
Shadows. Merkins.
Pound.
Two here. I wanted to play him last time, but you didn't have a deck. Reap, reap. Draw 1 past turn.
Broadmar. Alright, I'm not used to that. I forged your 2 keys for you, so...
Appreciate that.
Yeah, it's Broadmar. Lollop's going to trade with Charette.
Trade. Tried to make it pretty, but it fell weird.
This Flame Wake is going to fight Knuckles. Gonna play this Flame Wake to kill Merkins. Play Groke. Ganger Chieftain to ready Groke. When that Knuckles takes 3, you lose an Amber. Ready. Draw 3. Pass turn.
Sanctum. Borden Redeemed. Lady Golgotha. Hallowed Shield. Rook the Marked. Draw 4.
Okay. That seems good. Brobnar, I think. Gets me in check, that gets me in check. Maybe that's the play. Yeah, that's the play. Not Brobnar. Sanctum. Disambassador. Play Shield of Justice. Play Take Hostages. Borden the Redeemed is going to fight Lord Golgotha. He's a 5 power, so Golgotha takes 3. And I capture 1.
And you don't die?
Shield of Justice.
Gotcha.
And that's my turn. Now we're ready. Check with 6. Draw 3.
Shadows. Sucker Punch. Archiving. Knuckles is going to kill here.
He's elusive.
Gotcha. Reap. Ronnie. Draw 2. Not used to a 3 power being elusive. Even though I have one.
Yep. We'll go with Dis. I'm gonna Gongoozle. Borden to kill him. Play Lash. Tentacus is gonna kill Lord Golgotha. I'm gonna play Not Finished with you. Shuffling in the Tentacus. Because he's my answer to your Gorm.
Tentacus?
Yep. And you're about to reshuffle your double Ronnie. Hey, Ultra Gecko, how's it going, man? Yeah, long time no see. Coronavirus and spring, Tom Farman, internet problems.
Spring is in the air.
My home internet was down literally until 6:30. And a couple weeks ago we had thunderstorms and it knocked us out.
It was like beautiful weather, then Thursday night, boom.
Yep.
Thunderstorm, lightning. It was awesome.
Yeah. So we're back at it. We did a Worlds Collide sealed a bit ago. Now we're doing some AoA sealed. We're thinking about doing an AoA sealed tournament. We haven't decided whether we're going to do it survival, as in we both open up 2 decks. Whoever's deck wins, the next person opens up a new deck until they make the other person's deck loose.
Or cry.
Or cry.
We haven't decided.
Yeah. It could go one way or the other, really, truly. Sure. Check with 7. Draw 4.
This, not finished with you yet.
Ronnie.
Oh, I forgot this is a double Ronnie.
Don't shuffle that.
Oh, it's this I'm shuffling. Finally, last card of the deck. It's awesome.
You can't shuffle them face up.
Well,
You see this stuff?
I was
Ultra
looking.
Gecko?
I was looking. I was looking away.
He's like, well, this
How
is
many
my
cards
hand
are
now.
here? I'm taking
5.
them all. It doesn't matter.
Well, it does matter. What's this? This is your hand?
Yeah, I'm getting ready to play them all.
Oh, okay.
He's gonna shuffle in other black.
Where'd all these Star Alliance cards come from?
Streak. Yerk. Discarding Surmeros. Ancient Yerk. Discarding 3, but I only have 1. Draw 6. Shuffling for 1 more.
Oh, I think this one came down to draw order.
You're still gonna win.
You keep saying that. You have 2 Charrettes in hand.
I got my streak
And
out.
2 Ronnies. Or 1 Ronnie. You got the streak out. And don't you forget, this is an Epic Quest deck with 1 knight.
I was hoping to poltergeist the Epic Quest with my knights out, because I've got 6 knights.
Oh no, it doesn't archive them.
Oh. What does it
That's
say?
the play effect.
Oh.
It's the Omni if you have played 7 or more Sanctum cards this turn.
Gotcha.
And it says Sanctum cards this turn. Now, it's Omni. I wish that it said Omni if you have played 7 or more cards this turn.
Gotcha.
Then
So
it
they-
would have been a key cheat equivalent to key charge.
Nice. That would be sweet.
Okay. Brobnar. Gonna pound the streak.
That's 2 and 1.
2 and 1 to each neighbor.
Won't you beat my neighbor?
Grok is gonna fight Knuckles to make you lose 1. He's elusive.
Yep. Just lose it.
Gonna Smith for 3. No, I know you're just gonna take it all. Let's see. You shuffled back in 2 Shrets, and I know you had the Life Orb because you showed it to me. So you're sitting on a hand with at least 3 discards. You have a Ronnie. Possibly another Shadows card. So you're at worst you're sitting on a 3-2-1. At best you're sitting on like a 5-1. So the smart move here is to kill your disc things so that you can't reap out and win. But I also need to get rid of that Ronnie because I know you don't have an Exhume. So Flamewake's going to kill the Ronnie. Take 2. Ganger's going to kill the Yerk. Take 4. And I'm going to reap with this Flamewake Shaman to put myself into check. Because the more I can make you sweat, the better. And I will draw 2. Pass turn.
This Life Ward. Ancient Yerk's gonna kill Charette.
Trade. 6 power. Hey, draw swell.
Okay. Trade. Dust Imp. Charette. Charette. Not finished with you yet. Putting Streak, all 4 of those back in.
And that's a Ronnie.
Pass turn.
Check.
And check with 7.
Yep. Okay, so I have to call Brobnar. I'm going to Gormavam your Life Ward. Going to Into the Fray my Grok. Ganger Chieftain is going to trade with Charette. Grok is going to fight Knuckles Bolton. You lose 1. You readies? Grok is going to kill Knuckles Bolton and take 3. You lose 1. This Flame Wake Shaman is going to trade with Charette.
Don't you have to keep fighting?
No, he's ready again. Nope. It just says after he fights, he readies. For the remainder of the turn, a friendly Brobnar creature gains fight ready this creature.
Okay.
So he's ready. And I will reap with both of them. Go to 8. And hope that the Ronnie is the only thing in your hand with hammer control. Check with 8. Draw 1.
Shadows picking up my archive. Sucker Punch.
It kills him, so it gets archived.
Ronnie. Nerve Blast. Deal 2 damage there.
It's game.
I would like to see what the Merkins is off the top.
No.
Of them. Come on, let me see the Merkins.
I won't let you.
Let me see that. No, you gotta let me see the Merkins.
Would have been take hostages.
So just a pit. Hey. Good game.
Yeah.
Closer than it should have been.
I don't know about
With
should
the
have been.
shadows. I had all the steel. You had no steel. You had lots of capture.
No, I didn't. Well, I did, but I didn't ever use it. You never use Board in the Redeemed.
Freaking Binding Irons.
Binding Irons kept me in that game for a lot longer than it should have.
Slowed me way down. And it seemed to be right when I had 2/2/2s too. 2/2/2s as well.
Well, honestly, what lost me the game was that.
Epic Quest was terrible.
Like, trade those for any other 2 Sanctum cards. I'm not a big fan of the Ambassadors, but at least they have use.
Yeah.
Epic Quest has never been a good card. The best thing about Epic Quest is its name. If you could just, like, put a pip on it and make the text box blank, it'd be a better card.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't even give it a pip. No pip. Just have it be an artifact with no actions, no effects, no nothing. And at least you'd be like, okay, it's Toad.
It's It's nothing. It's just a card in the deck to counterbalance something else.
It's Toad.
Yeah. Give it something good to bounce off of. So, do you have a deck you want to play? We're still 30 minutes short, or what do you want to do?
Let's do these mass mutation decks. We haven't played this other set of decks yet.
Then sleeve these later. And
yeah. So,
oof. It was rough.
So do you want to play with Big Boy Dinosaur, or do you want to play with whatever that one has in it?
I just grabbed it.
Okay.
Fine. Yeah, it's hard. I poltergeist your second worst artifact. I mean, it was like it was terrible.
You mean my best artifact?
No, Lash was your best artifact.
You poltergeisted. Oh, what did you poltergeist?
I poltergeist the one purge a card.
Oh,
from
you
your disc.
you Gormavommed my best artifact. See,
I gormed.
You can't complain though, because
no. I was glad I got rid of it. I did get my hallowed shields out, but you had your guy that I had to pay to use them, so I was like, eh. And then you had blown up my Sanctum guys before I got to use them, so they were just sitting there for nothing.
The Sanctum in your deck was pretty bad.
Yeah, it was. Had I had your Epic Quest in my deck, it would have been sweet if I could have gotten them all out.
Yeah.
6 nights.
I just don't like that because
it's you try to hang on for hope. It's kind of like a combo that you hang on to for dear life that probably isn't going to work.
It's never going to work.
Yeah. It's one of those ones. It's like It's like
But it's
that.
kind of like the other night when I key abductioned and I was, in a non-key abduction deck. But I won because I had so much amber.
Well, it's like that Shadows key cheat. I've never gotten that thing to work. Nightforge or whatever.
Yeah. There's Nightforge and then there's Key of Darkness.
Oh, yeah.
They gave Shadows 2 bad key cheat effects.
Key of Darkness is not...
Tails.
Wow. Everyone tonight.
Okay. To be fair, that was the first one I called, so...
No. I'm saying I don't mind. It's just the force is with you tonight. We're 1-1 tonight. Games. I don't mind that. Holy cannoli.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. We're,
You cut this, right?
Sure.
Okay.
I can't keep this. I want to. I want to for the Logos cards in this. Logos is looking a little sick at the moment. Logos has everything now.
Oh.
They have the best Purge creature card in the game. They have a card that archives all the creatures on the board, which in my opinion is better mid and late game than destroying them, because then your opponent's like, so I'm gonna pick up my archive and not draw a card for 2 turns? Is that what you're telling me?
We did that last game, remember? Are you ready?
No,
Okay.
I am not.
Sorry, I was out in the sun all day.
I got 2 into the last game.
I did too, that's why I drink. Instead of biting my nails, I drank. I was shoveling a lot of manure today, so I decided not to bite my nails.
No, that's a good call.
I found out too, when you put hand sanitizer on it, it really keeps you from biting your fingernails. It's nasty.
Yeah, I'll keep this. Oh, wait, I have to. I'm going to play Diametric Charge.
What does that do?
2 pips, it's 1 enhanced pip. Deal 1 damage to a creature with 2 damage splash.
Oof, nice.
And I will draw 1.
I don't know what this second thing is here. What's an amber with a line through it?
Capture.
Okay. Fangs of Gizzleheart.
Cool.
Purge the most powerful creature.
You don't have anything to capture on too, so...
Nope. Then... her.
Yep.
She has a pip on her.
Oh, Tom. Oh, wait.
But then I'd have to purge her.
You'd have to purge her.
That's why I didn't play her.
That card is freaking broken. Hot take. That card's broken.
Why is that?
Because I'm Sanctum and I have Steel. And she stacks.
When you resolve a bonus item, you may choose to steal one instead.
So, if you have 3 of her out and 1 bonus capture icon...
Yeah. I can steal 3. Nice.
The way she's worded right now, anyway. Because the steal 1 is a replacement effect.
Then Gizzleheart enters ready and enraged. And he's enraged.
Oh, well. Good job shuffling, Tom. You jerk.
You cut! Then double reap, because I
Yep.
don't have anyone to fight. Then I'll draw 4.
Okay. Star Alliance. Quixelstone.
And what's that do?
If a player has more creatures in play than their opponent, they cannot play creatures.
Sucker!
I'm gonna Particle Sweep Scrivener Fabian to deal it
What's with the
2
word?
damage.
What's the word? It does what?
Deal it 2 damage.
So only 1? It's only to 1 person?
Yeah. If it's a mutant, destroyed in... Oh, it's a mutant. Destroyed instead. Sorry. The mutant thing's gonna get me. I'm gonna play Survey. Look at the top 2 cards. Discard one of them. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Don't look at your phone, Tom.
No, we're behind. I was just looking for comments while I was waiting. Now I'm willing to look. No.
Oh my gosh.
Don't look at your phone, Tom.
Oh, this is terrible. I don't want to discard either of these. I'm going to discard QMX.
What'd she do?
That's the play draw card, destroyed, archive it. I'm going to play Censor Chief Garcia. So that you can't just call Sanctum and read. I'll draw 4. And let you cheat. You can look at my hand and see what the other card was.
I don't want to. I'm trying to read. There's too many words. There's so many words on these. All right. So many words. Action, move 1 from a friendly creature to another creature if Primus is in your discard pile. Move 1 from a creature to another. Oh my gosh. Move each amber from that creature to your pool. Alright. This is hard stuff here. Super hard stuff.
Oh, it's not.
There's so many cards to combo off of and do all this crap.
I know, isn't it
great? You
great?
gotta read. And I can't play creatures.
I know, isn't it great?
Good Lord.
There's some good stuff going on in this. Like, I'm particularly enjoying... Oh, this has a damage on it. I should have dealt the damage to one of your guys.
You gotta pay attention, man. Because I wouldn't have used him. Use him to fight there.
Okay, take 3.
See how you almost tried to kill me? Because I was spinning him already? Then read.
Okay.
Draw none. Pass turn. Still can't play creatures.
Nope. You can't.
So you can play 3 creatures? Or you can only play 2?
I could play 3. Because I can play until I have 1 more than you.
What's the wording?
If a player has more creatures than their opponent, they cannot play creatures. You have more than me, so you can't play. So when I have 2, we have the same. I don't have more. When I have 3, I have more.
Okay. Alright.
I'm going to play Technosaurus. I am going to exalt him. I am going to deal 3 damage to that Gizzleheart Zealot to kill it. I'm going to play Saurian Egg.
What the?
That card's cool.
That's so stupid.
That card's cool.
Looks like my duck's in my incubator right now.
Right.
I got 3 that hatched today.
And I'm gonna play It's Coming.
What's that?
It comes with a pip. Search your deck and discard pile for either half of a gigantic creature. Reveal it and put it into your hand. Shuffle your deck. I think I want the bottom.
You always want the bottom. Why does he get damage?
Because it's got a damage enhance on it. Too.
This is killing me.
So, just so everybody's clear, when Mass Mutation comes out, we're from our 7 to 9 p.m. stream on Thursdays, we're going to be doing one game.
Yeah, there's so much reading.
I do love this name, though. Woo, the naturalist of car keys. Like, who comes up with this stuff? Donna. No, I'm just kidding. I couldn't play him anyway. I have more creatures than you. I will check with 7, though, and draw 2.
I almost don't want to play any creatures. Play there. Exalt him. Deal 3 damage here.
Okay. He has a capture icon, so he captures one.
Okay. Monument to Primus. Hedonistic Intent.
Hedonistic.
Hedonistic. Exalt each flank creature. This is my pit first. And Humble. Exhaust a creature. If you do, move 3 from that creature to a common supply.
That cannot be exhausted. It is already exhausted. And you have a capture. So you could capture one onto there and exhaust it. To move them to the common supply.
I will draw 3 or 4. Pastor.
You're such a jerk. Saurian. You jerk.
What did I do?
I'm going to play Amphora Captura. Has a damage icon. Gonna damage there. When resolving a bonus icon, you may choose to resolve it as a capture bonus icon instead. Going to Reap and discard Stunner to draw a card. Nice. Wow. Okay, this was broken, Tom. I drew Stomp. So I'm going to Stomp, deal 5 damage there. Exalt my Saurian Egg. Why does he die?
I thought Exulting did 5 again.
No. That you're thinking of the one that deals for each creature I have. Stomp's the one that exalts my guy. And then I'm going to play Spoils of Battle, which is city-state interest, but better. So it has a pip. A friendly creature captures one. Each creature with amber on it captures one from its opponent. That's broken, right?
Seems to be.
Okay, now I'm going to Omni discard the top cards of your deck. You discard any Saurian creatures this way, put them into play. Ready, give them 3+1/+1 counters, and destroy Saurian Egg. This gets destroyed. I should have waited to play Spoils of Battle. These guys are ready with 3+1/+1 counters on them.
So what happened? I missed it.
Okay,
I was
so
reading.
Saurian Egg, I did the Omni ability on it. And it says discard the top 2 cards. These were the top 2 cards. If you discard any Saurian creatures this way, put them into play ready. Give them 3+1 power counters and destroy Saurian Egg. It had 4 amber on it, so you got 4 amber back.
Gotcha.
I should have waited for the spoils to play. You may exalt a friendly creature. Your opponent's keys cost +1 for each friendly creature with amber on it. Well, that's good. Reap. I can move 1 from a friendly creature to another creature. Because of him, your keys cost +3 now. And then Faust the Great is going to kill there. I didn't miss any bonus icons. Okay. Ready. Check with 12. Draw 3.
I thought I had 1 key already.
No, you've been consistently getting into check for 1 key, but yeah.
Untamed. So this is just the enhanced card. It's not. It does no bonuses.
Right, yeah. It just allows those bonuses to be somewhere in your deck.
Okay.
Kind of like this one has like 2 amber, 2 damage, 2 draw.
Okay. Play the next time you play a card this turn. Resolve each of its bonus icons an additional time.
Okay.
Oh, it's bonus icons.
Yep.
Then I'll play Word of Returning, so I get 2 pips.
Okay. So that goes to you, right?
Yep.
This dies because he takes 2. He had 1, so he takes 1. And he had 1, so he takes 1.
Flume. And I'll draw 3.
Okay. I will forge. Call Saurian.
Captures everything.
Captures all of it. Deal 5 to an enemy creature. I'm going to kill the poor Floomp.
Seems a bit OP. Especially with him. It seems a bit OP with him being a 20 power.
Yeah. I think Harder They Come is back. The Sanctum, purge a creature with power 5 or greater. That's going to be great.
I don't have that.
He's not ready. I'm actually working on 3D printed holders for these that we can just slide them into so that they turn into one very thin card. Okay. I am going to Reap and move one from Deacylus to Faust the Great. And I'm going to Reap with Faust the Great. And I think that's the thing that's going to change a lot in these mass mutations. Like, we don't have anything that's punishing huge amber other than capture. You know, and capture sucks. Like, don't get me wrong.
Well, you can't compete with that unless you have a board wipe. There's nothing in my hand or anything that I've even played that's going to touch that.
Yeah.
Commandeer. For the remainder of the turn, each time I play a creature, he captures one. Xander. Devere. Fontby. That's it.
Okay.
You still Forge.
Oh, I should have drawn. Forge. Saurian. Reap. Moves one from him to the common supply and deals 2 to each of your creatures. Reap with him. Move one from here to here. Reap. Pass turn.
Reap. Reap. Gorm of Worm, I'll steal one instead. Is that not the correct way?
Resolve a capture. It has to be a capture one.
Okay.
Not a bonus one.
And then Spirit's Way.
Well, it seems to me you have the answer, Tom.
I just drew it.
Well, right, but... And I think that's the point with this set, is like you're trying to delay your opponent. Like, you have enough to forge, but I delayed you for the 2 turns that I was able to forge.
Yeah. And the odds of me being able to stop you, though,
are not bad.
We haven't even been paying attention to your Quetzal Stone.
Yeah, we have.
I haven't.
I may have missed it, too. You're right. How much amber do you got there? 6. Okay. Logos. Play Bot Bookton. Discard Munchling. Discard discard Cyberclone. Discard Mind Over Matter. Draw 4. Pass turn.
As a what bonus instead?
Capture. This is crazy.
This whole thing is Saurian. I'm gonna go ahead and bounce that. That there. That there.
Are you going to exalt him?
I am not. I am. Axiom of Grisk. Warding here.
Okay.
Popping the ward.
Gain 2 chains.
Discard that one. Draw 3. Shut a chain.
I wish I knew what some of these cards did. We're going to go with Star Alliance. Play Quintrino Flux, choosing Sacrosaurus. Play Subdue to deal 1 damage to the Pterodactyl and stun it, but he's already stunned. Play Sensor Chief Garcia. And discard Secure Droid. Check with 7. Draw 4.
That's game. Can't beat you. Can't stop you.
Enemy creatures cannot reap during your opponent's next turn. That was the one I was wondering what it did. Okay. I realized that the big dude was a problem, but that card's frickin' busted.
Yeah.
Because it's Omni.
Yeah, it's all.
Right, but
It's hard.
think of Lay of the Land and that other card I did, like Survey. Look at the top two. Well, you can guarantee that one of them's a sorry, you know.
This deck is much weaker than yours.
I think that deck relies on a board, and Quixelstone just stomps the board. Like Quixelstone so early, because you're the Scrivener guy. Because you've got...
This Untamed's terrible. Key Frog.
Word of Returning's going to be good in the right decks.
Yeah, that's the only good Untamed card in this deck, though. Reclaim by Nature. Purge an artifact. Resolve its bonus icon. I had double of that.
Yeah.
Mushroom with a View. Heal 1 damage from each friendly creature. Floomp. Fight. Give a beast creature 2/1 power. I had double of that. Key Frog. Destroyed. Forge a key at current cost. It is worthless.
Well, and I think the big difference between these two decks is Logos is still doing Logos things. Logos just makes every house better.
I don't think you played Logos.
Yeah, I did.
Oh. I don't remember you playing. It was like...
I discarded put each creature into its owner's archives because at that point it didn't matter. But I think I only called Logos twice.
You didn't play it much.
No.
Not much at all.
But you don't need to when your Saurian egg flips over 2 Saurian creatures.
Yeah.
I figured I was going to whiff, honestly.
Yeah. It was weird.
That, and I was really hoping I'd hit the top half of my big creature.
Yeah.
So that we could have that discussion. Because I had the bottom half in hand.
I couldn't believe next turn I pulled that guy, but it was too late already. You took 20 amber from me, and you discarded 2 of it. 18 is still good amber, but it was just like... It's hard when you're already 2 keys ahead.
Yeah.
So...
And I think that's the big thing that I'm taking away from this set, from watching other people play it, from experimenting with these decks ourselves, is it's not about, it's kind of going back to that AoA mentality of, because Coda and Worlds Collide kind of had the, oh, it's your amber, no, it's my amber, and I'll use it to forge my keys.
Yeah.
That's how Coda and Worlds Collide kind of are with amber. AoA is kind of like, I'm going to keep you from... It's still your amber.
Yeah.
But I'm going to either tax you to death or capture enough of it
that you don't...
That you don't get to. There's some steal, but it's not, it's not as prevalent.
Yeah. You're not as happy that... You're not freely...
You're not like, oh, my opponent made 6 amber. Thank you, that's my amber. Like, yeah, there are decks like that. Or like Upswine. Some of my... But like... That Grunt Buggy deck I have has 0 steal in it.
Yeah.
You just wish it stole because, then it wouldn't be nearly so good as a Grunt Buggy deck.
Yeah. So in my trade, I told you I traded some Marvel Champion stuff for some decks. Mm-hmm. I pulled a Grunt Buggy Heart of the Forest deck. I was just like, oh, that's ugly.
Yeah.
It was like 6 big creatures too in Brobnar.
Ugh.
And Heart of the Forest is just like, that's just terrible.
That was, in my opinion, if there's an overpowered, over-designed card, Martian Generosity and Heart of the Forest.
Yeah.
Not because Heart of the Forest is the most powerful thing ever. Heart of the Forest has the potential to be. And I know that they're playing with the algorithm and things like that. But can you imagine like pulling a Worlds Collide, Saurian Logos Dis deck? Or no, Saurian Dis Untamed with a Legacy Heart of the Forest?
Oof. 2 Tantatlins. They're worthless other than her, you know.
But do you see, like, I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not saying it can be legacied. I'm just saying, like, those decks exist. I think that's why it's such a cardboard crack addiction for me.
Yeah, me too.
And you.
Yeah, it's fun.
We're always searching for, and there is no perfect. I've found my perfect deck. I have a deck that I absolutely love to play.
Which one?
Upswing.
Oh, that's your favorite?
Yeah, to play. Like,
yeah.
It does what I want it to do. It's not the best deck on the planet. It's fun. Dusk Chronicles is like my favorite Shadows card ever.
What's that one?
And I look at the deck and go, it could be better.
Yeah.
But I think that's what I love about Keyforge. Is we all look at the decks and go, they could be better.
Yeah, they all.
People like you are looking at the decks going, it could be better. Could have 5 Hunting Witches. And I look at the decks and go, could be better. Could have 6 Maverick Bad Pennies.
It could only get better if it had 12 Hunting Witches.
One day we're going to get super bored and we're going to take our entire collection of decks. Because I know people can't see this. But there is a post office box behind me that's got 120, I think, in it right now. There's like 100 and something back there. I've got 400 registered decks. I really hope that... Sweetie, if you're watching, just turn it off now.
Yeah, look away.
Look away.
Look away.
I have 3 unopened boxes of AoA over here, and an unopened box of Coda over there. There's like 30 decks scattered across the table here, giving Tom nightmares when he goes home. I've got 3... Well, 2 of them have the plastic off, but they're 3 unopened starter sets. One from each of the sets that we have so far. And I've given away tens and hundreds of decks. Like, I have a problem. There's a big problem. And it starts with me.
It's fun though. I did a trade. I haven't done a trade in a while. I did a trade for a Coda and an AoA box. Each box was missing 1 deck. And I haven't been more happy with the box in forever.
It's just fun opening stuff up and like just playing. Like,
I was so happy. I was like, holy crap. I haven't been more happy.
My happiness came when I went to the point of, I don't care if it's good or not. I care if it's fun to play.
Yeah.
Like, that's kind of the point I had to get to with Worlds Collide after seeing so much Brobnar. You want me to back that for you?
If you wouldn't mind. And then I started on your Worlds Collide here. Yeah, I opened some that were just like, holy crap, I'm actually excited to play those.
Yeah. And like, the Worlds Collide that we opened tonight, I think both of them look fun. They aren't anywhere near the top 10% of my decks, but
no,
they're fun.
Well, like, I was excited because in my life, since we've been playing, I think I've opened 2 Cincinnatus Rex decks, and I opened this one, but the shadows in this one, you saw it.
Yeah.
It's
got a dead house.
Oh my gosh. Shadows with no steel is like Brobnar with no fight. It's like, holy crap, man.
Whereas this was Saurian with like 1 capture, but it did so well. There wasn't very much amber control in this, but it did what it wanted to do very, very well, which was build a board, and I forged a key for 4 amber. Anytime you can forge a key.
Imprinted Murmook, man. Imprinted
Murmook is good. Musthic Murmook is good. And you didn't get to see it, but this has double Ghost Hawk. So it has double Musthic, double Imprinted, double Ghost Hawk, double Cauldron Boil, a Song of the Wild,
I saw Song of the Wild because you mulliganed it.
Mm-hmm.
I never got to see it in play.
And with all of those, it's got 1, 2... I mean, look at the size of these Saurians. It's got a Shrix,
Jeez.
which is good, but look at all these big boys.
I saw him, that jerk. I saw one of him. I saw those two. I didn't see Shrix. I never saw your Jericho.
And it has that. That card can be good for when that fails, but it has that with. Where'd it go? It has Xeno Training, wherever it went.
Xeno Training's good.
Xeno Training is good.
You had a tribute too, didn't you?
Did I drop it? This doesn't have Xeno Training. What deck was
You
I
had
thinking?
tribute.
Nope, didn't have Tribute.
Oh. You want to leave this one sleeve? Do you like it that much?
I want to leave it sleeved for now. What was I thinking had Xeno Training? Were we playing something else that had Star Alliance? Oh, we were. The
other one.
Mass Mutation decks, my bad. I thought this had Xeno Training and Auto Legionary. Because Auto Legionary, you capture 9.
Yeah, that's disgusting. Yeah, Regrettable Meteor hurt me.
I don't think there's anything... Science Officer Kin destroyed you.
Yeah, you had them both out. I had to play it.
Yeah.
I had nothing else in my hand. I had to call what I did. I wouldn't call that a misplay.
No, it wasn't a misplay.
I had 4 Untamed cards and I had to call them.
Yeah.
I had 4 1-1 in my hand.
Yeah. Low Dawn is like my favorite Untamed card in the set. I think it's such a good card. Especially when you have good Untamed creatures, like and when I can shuffle back in a Ghost Hawk and 2 imprinted Murmuks.
And I had just helped you with that because I had killed your Murmuks because I had to keep you off a key.
I wish that those 2 Cauldron Boils were like a key charge and something else, but that's the thing. There's always a deck.
That was a good card.
Okay.
Perilous Wild.
Thank you for watching, guys. We are still finalizing everything as far as another streaming night.
Yep.
But we have come up with a game that we are going to start out with. We are going to do the Arkham Horror LCG for now. If you have ideas for that you want us to do possibly a different cooperative game, let us know. There's tons of people streaming, tons of cooperative and board games at the moment. I didn't see very much moving in the Arkham Horror sphere. So that's what we're going to start out with. It's supposed to be very challenging and very fun. I think I started a scenario with it once. I don't think you've ever played it. Have you, Tom?
Nope, I'm yet to play it.
But we both played Marvel Champions.
Yep.
And stuff, so it'll be fun to dive into and learn along with you guys. We should be hopefully sending out that stream schedule shortly. It'll be our second night, at least for now. So with that, everybody love everybody, and have a good week.
Keep washing your hands.
Yes.
Thanks for hanging out with us.
Smana is like very outgoing, compassionate. She has lot of friends and she always has a smiling face.
She is very smart girl. She was pretty good at like playing piano. One day she was sitting on the dining table and doing her homework, and suddenly she kind of collapsed. To see how the nurses pushing her in this long hallway, it is one of the most difficult scenes for a dad. It could be the last time I would have seen my dog.